Netflix Mappa deal promises global reach, but risks letting anime fade too fast. I think that this is an interesting conversation to have because it brings up a big. It brings up one. I wanted to talk about the Netflix Mappa thing because I think there were particular people on YouTube who I think. God damn it, the live end. Fine, you know what? I don't care. I don't care. TikTok end live ended. I don't give a fucking shit. Oh, your life ended because it was. I got blocked on TikTok. Was it because I was reading articles? Are you fucking kidding? Oh my fuck! You know what? I'm done with TikTok. I can't with TikTok anymore, dude. I can't with TikTok. I can't with its bullshit. It'll make my streaming life easier. I don't give a fuck about TikTok anymore. Oh my god. Holy fucking shit. I am so tired of trying to stream on that platform, trying to make it grow, trying to make that shit nice. Fuck it. I don't give a fuck anymore. Fuck that app. Oh my god. Fuck that app for live streams. I can't. I fucking can't. Anyways, holy shit. Netflix's Mappa deal promises global reach, but risks letting anime fade too fast. I wanted to talk about this because this happened a while back, I think like a month ago or so like that, and I think there was a lot of just misleading information for it. But I think it also is the concern of like, okay, there's an industry big leader that is working with Netflix. While Netflix has been a really good spot for some animes, and it's brought out some bangers, it has 100% brought out some bangers. There is the concern that like sometimes anime already fades really fast because there's so much anime that comes out on a daily basis, not daily basis, every season, and like you're already competing with so much shit out there, and so this might feel even potentially worse, right? Because now, the biggest example obviously is how Netflix dealt with JoJo's Part 6, it was Stone Ocean, where it like dropped the whole thing, just let it go, people binged it, people didn't talk about it. And arguably, again, I'm somewhat in the camp of, hey, if it was really that good, it would have been more popular, like people would have talked about it more if it was really that good. But to overcome just being dropped all at once is really hard. And I don't even hate Part 6. I thought it was fun. And like, you do need that repetition of the weekly stuff in order for people to like kind of be around. I mean, just look at Destiny 2 and what it fucking did. The model of dropping everything at once and then leaving doesn't really work. So I'm very interested to see the kind of conversation. This isn't really going into detail. It's more just like the question of like what the deal will entail and if like what the risk is with like Netflix's approach to sometimes with anime. I'm gonna have to get some water after this too. Netflix's new partnership with Mappa has the potential to reshape how high-profile anime is financed, released, and marketed globally, but it also reopens a familiar debate about whether Netflix release strategy shows thrive or quietly sink them, which is what we're talking about again. Netflix has been scrutinized about this for years upon years, and it's still something that like we worry. They've gotten a lot better, I will admit, but it's a big conversation. On paper, the deal looks like a win. Netflix has positioned the partnership as a long-term collaboration, offering Mappa global day-to-day exclusivity for future projects. That kind of rollout directly addressing one of anime's biggest modern problems: uneven across. Simultaneous global releases, reducing spoilers, limit piracy incentives, and allowing international audiences to participate in the same conversation at the same time. Yeah, so this is something I've never understood from the industry, where like when it comes to like releasing stuff on the same day, we have like simulcast and simuldubs and stuff like that. But like the big thing is simulcast, simuldubs, because that's more of like here and there because sometimes people like dubs, sometimes people don't like dubs. It's kind of like a whole thing, right? But simulcast is like the really big thing because like one of the biggest ways that you can avoid piracy is like if you have simulcast. And Crunchyroll kind of does that a little bit. It fucks up sometimes, which then causes piracy issues and all that stuff. So, if it wanted to do it, it could stop. But with them working directly with a studio, getting exclusivity, and being able to do all of that stuff, and potentially, maybe even lean into getting, the dubs right away, because Netflix, on top of Amazon Prime, surprisingly, like we talked about last time, is actually really good when it comes to its dubbing. You want dubs. Obviously, Netflix is going to be a good place. Amazon Prime is going to be a very good place. Crunchyroll is going to be the place that you're going to want to get the animes early, but they're not going to have many of the dubs, which is why I'm always happy when something goes on Amazon. Yes, it's another streaming services, but I already pay for Amazon Prime, so hey, dubs. And that also means I myself actually get a dubbed anime most of the time, which is good. I always like getting a dubbed anime because it's just good, it's nice. I don't have to pay attention to super hard at something just for reading it and trying to catch up. I can just listen and appreciate it. And you know what? I know there's a sub versus dub argument. It's all over the place. Yeah, I'm a dub guy. If it's dubs have gone a long way. If you think the dubs are bad, then you quite literally don't understand the purpose of dubs. There's a lot of good dubs out there nowadays. We are not in the late 2000s to early 2010s where yes, dubs were arguably very, very bad. We have come a long way. So, this is a big W, especially with so much going on. Well, again, as long as Amazon doesn't do a stupid AI dubbing stuff, then we're fine. But we're not talking about Amazon. We're talking about Netflix. And Netflix has not done that yet. Oh, I went too far. Yep. For Mappa, the upside goes beyond distribution. A deeper relationship with Netflix could mean steadier funding, earlier involvement in development, and fewer last-minute production crunches. Now that's an angle I didn't think about. Yeah, because if they have exclusivity with the Mappa releases, then that means that they could probably work out stuff a lot more, being like, hey, we might need some time, we might need some this. It's organize how things are going to be released. That's actually pretty good. That's an angle I didn't think it would come from. That's good. It's really good. In an industry built around tight schedules and investors' heavy production committees, disability matters. It also gives Mappa a platform capable of pushing its work to a mainstream audience on that traditional anime pipeline often struggles to reach. But the concern many fans raise is not about access. It's about longevity. Yeah. So that's the other thing. I guess that it is good with Mappa being able to just have it on Netflix. Again, Netflix being probably the biggest streaming service, other than maybe Apple TV. I want to say a lot of people have Apple TV. I don't ever think they do, but I think a lot of people have Apple TV. But what was I saying? Oh yes. But that is also something good that you putting your anime on Netflix. Then maybe the normies stumble upon it. They're like, oh, what's this weird thing? Is this the anime I've been hearing so many people talk about? So yeah, it does help. But we are going to go into the longevity of things and why people have a problem with Netflix, which is understandable. Ooh. Netflix still favors full season drops for many of its anime titles, a strategy that often kills momentum just as quickly as it creates it. A show can trend for a weekend, dominate social media for a few days, and then vanish from discourse entirely once a binge window closes. Weekly releases, by contrast, keep shows alive for months, allowing the conversation thoroughly build and word of mouth to compound over time. So this is this is the thing that we struggle. And like I said, they say it still has a problem. It has gotten better, but it only has gotten better with certain releases. It sounds like they've learned their lessons with the JoJo's, because now they're doing Steel Ball Run. Steel Ball Run sounds like it's going to be weekly. The Flagrant Flower, while that was delayed, which did fucking annoy me, that also came out weekly, I think, which was good. Sakamoto Days came out weekly, because I remember watching that, so that was good. what's the, oh my god, I love it so much. I can't believe I forgot it. My Happy Marriage came out weekly. That was good. But I think for just some of the lesser titles, they'll just drop it and be like, here you go, it exists, bye. And like, that's kind of shitty for those anime that are already struggling with the popularity, and then you just kind of drop it all at once, and it's just like, well, now you're not even giving me a chance to thrive. Like, because I don't even know if people are going to pay attention to me unless, like, somebody says something, which is, like, understandable. That's kind of fucked. God damn it. Anime has historically thrived on the slow burn, community discussion, episode by episode reaction, and seasonal anticipation as part of how shows grow beyond their premieres. When a Netflix anime drops all at once, it risks becoming dead in water by week 2. Even if the quality is high, fans finish it, move on, and the broader culture footprint fades faster than it would on a weekly cadence. Now, there is like an argument to say that that's not necessarily like Netflix. Like, Netflix is still bad for doing it, and it shouldn't do it. But like, it's not just Netflix's fault. Like, yes, there are certain anime that also get released weekly, and like, the weekly stuff is still good. But it is also the fact of like, yeah, like, we have a season and you're given 3 months, but if you can't make it in that 3 months, hey, here's now like 100 new anime that you can like look at. And it's overwhelming because people look at it, it's like, well, fuck, I got like 10 new shows to watch. I have to pick these up now because now I don't know how to do it. I mean, that's what I was doing when I was doing weekly. I like only recently stopped doing weekly watches. And it would be like, you just like shift your whole mind and forget how everything existed. Like, again, a lot of people are probably like, unless you're like a free run or something super big, you don't have that longevity once the season ends. Like, there's probably more like one-hit wonder season anime than there have been like big anime that can like cross over. And there's some anime that really deserve that continuous talk, but then it just ends. I think it's something that we need to address properly, because I don't think it's just a Netflix issue. I genuinely think that it's like a broader issue within like the actual anime community. Maybe not a week to week, but just like how much we're dropping, how fast shit switches. Like, it's a lot. It's a lot. There's also creative concerns. Mappa's work is known for dense animation and visual detail. Streaming compression has already been a point of contention for anime audiences. If Netflix is positioning itself as its primary home for Mappa's future projects, viewers will expect technical presentation that does not undercut the studio's strength. I'm gonna be honest, I don't think I have heard many problems, unless you're like live streaming, right? Because I remember they were like doing like a whole special finale thing for the live stream of Love is Blind, and like sometimes Netflix with WWE, they'll do their live stream and they'll be like really weird and really put together bullshit. So like, it kind of really just depends on who and or what you're really addressing or talking about, but I don't think that's going to be a real issue. Every time I've watched anime on there, it's been fine, it's been good, it's been consistent. Netflix has like it's pretty strong when it comes to that, so I don't think that worry should be there. The deal's success may ultimately hinge on the flexibility. If Netflix pairs its global reach with smarter release strategies, including weekly or split course releases, the partnership could become a blueprint of how anime evolves in a streaming-first era. If it sticks rigidly to the binge-first logic, it risks repeating a pattern where the major animes arrive loudly and disappear just as fast. Mappa and Netflix now have a chance to prove that a global scale does not have to come at the cost of staying power. The industry and fans will be watching closely to see which path they choose. So, like, I think it just comes down to it. Netflix just it can't do the binge watch drops anymore. It really can't. If it's going to exclusively pair with Mappa, one of the biggest people that currently have like Jujutsu Kaisen, Chainsaw Man, other fucking projects that are fucking super big, you cannot do that. Now, don't get me wrong, I would be super happy to be able to watch Jujutsu Kaisen all in one go and just have that. But that would kill it. That would fucking kill it. But like, Jujutsu Kaisen would still go hype, but nowhere near as hype as we have right now with like the way it's releasing weekly and shit like that. So like Netflix just has to change 100%. Netflix has to not do the binge stuff, especially when it comes to how it does its things and whatnot. So I really hope it's able to change. I really do, because my God, if it doesn't, that's gonna be a fucking issue. It's gonna be a real fucking issue, and then Mappa's gonna be stuck in a deal, and then we just have one of the biggest anime studios out right now lost in the deal where it's unintentionally killing its anime because it's putting it on Netflix exclusively, mind you. So that will be bad. So Netflix has to change. Netflix just has to change its binge watching, and I do hope Mappa has a lot of control of how they release it, because that would be very nice. I don't know the exact details of what they're allowed and allowed not to do, but I would hope Mappa has a lot of control of being like, no, you're gonna release this weekly and you're gonna like it, Netflix. And if you don't like it, you can suck my balls. That's what I'm kind of hoping Mappa does. All right, I'm praying.
I'm like so gay.